Hello and welcome to another Oblivion Plays vlog, the second in the series, and I thought I'd take this opportunity to update everyone what's been going on, where have I been, and what the future holds for the Oblivion Plays channel. Yeah, big apology for being away for so long. Many of you are probably wondering, where have I gone? Have I stopped making content for my YouTube and Twitch channels? But the big answer is no. I am back and I'm ready to do some videos. For those of you who don't follow me on my social media channels or don't really watch me on Twitch, you probably wouldn't be aware, but I've been abroad. I've been in Grenada in the Caribbean for a couple of months, and then spent 5 days in New York, and then generally kind of moving back and sorting stuff out and moving out of my place in Manchester before I go back again in a month to start my new job. So that's where I've been, and I've had a great time. Got involved in some great projects in Grenada, working in the hospital and getting involved in a charity to do some swimming lessons, because drownings, unfortunately, are quite a high cause of death, particularly in the younger population on the island. So yeah, that was a great experience and very worthwhile. But of course, unfortunately, that means I haven't been able to make any videos. But big thank you a big thank you to everyone who follows me. I've got over 1,000 subs now on the channel, which is absolutely fantastic. When I started this, I've always done this just out of something in my spare time that I enjoy doing, and I never thought it would grow so quickly. So big thank you for everyone for your support. It means a lot to me. And also thank you very much for the financial support. I've had a lot of donations, so thank you very much for that. I never asked for it, it's never required, but it's greatly appreciated. And what it basically goes straight into is buying scenery and aircraft for my channel, make the videos as high quality as possible. I like to have that standard, where I show you the best kind of aircraft and scenery, so that the videos look really good. So that's where that money goes, and it's greatly appreciated, and it helps me out to do so. And also thank you very much for those of you buying through the links that I always put on my videos through to the Flight Sim store. That's also helped raise a little bit of money just so I can buy these add-ons and everything. So thank you very much. It's much appreciated. So what now? What am I going to be getting up to over the next month or so? So as I've hinted at, I'm not going to be back in Manchester for a month, which means I'm back home, which means I've got slow internet. So I'm concentrating on my YouTube channel. I'm going to have to put Twitch to one side for the moment. So what I'll do is catch up on some of the requests that have been coming my way, starting with one that was going back quite a long time ago, which was the request was to fly the 757 from Miami to Jamaica. Now, apologies, I'm going to slightly twist it and go from Miami to St. Martin, just because of the fantastic Fly Tampa scenery that is available. Potentially maybe fly to some of the other islands that come with the package in the Quality Wing 757, so that'd be great. So I'll be doing that very soon. I'm obviously going to go back to some of the older series that I have and add to them. Certainly the BA and Flybe Virtual. I might, if you guys want, I can do another flight for my Around the World series, which I'm quite keen to do. I've kind of abandoned that series, so it'd be good to get back and do that one. And also, I've applied to be part of Delta Virtual Airline. So the thinking behind that was I wanted to fly a little bit more around North America. I've kind of not really done a huge amount there. So that'll be a good opportunity to do that, and take part in what looks like a very good virtual airline. So I'm keen to do that. And also I bought, both the North America and Australia. I bought a lot of scenery, open land class, and the North Island, South Island and Australian scenery from Orbex. I took advantage of that sale. So I'll probably do some flying around Australia as well. Maybe more for my Twitch channel. I haven't really decided yet, but certainly something around there. And then the last big bit of news is I bought X-Plane, and I've been very impressed with it. It's been absolutely fantastic. I bought a few. I haven't bought a huge amount of add-ons for it yet, but I've bought a few, including the MD-80. So I'll be doing some flights in that. And as when I get a little bit more money in August, when I start working, I'll be getting the IXEG 737, which it looks an absolutely fantastic piece of software, fantastic aircraft, been very well modelled. And the 767 as well, because I've kind of noticed FSX and P3D, although the Level D 767 does look very good. It's very dated now, and I think the is it Flight Factor 767 looks exceptional. Looks very good. So I'll be doing 767 flights in X-Plane, I think, once I get promoted with British Airways Virtual up to I think is it senior first officer or captain, whatever the next category is. I can fly some of the 767s around Europe, so that'd be great as well. And lastly, I've been rambling on for a while, but almost finished. Got some questions. In my previous vlog, I asked if anyone had any questions about myself, about my channel, anything like that, about Flight Sim. And I got a couple of responses. So I'll start with them. And if you have any questions for the next vlog, which I'll probably do next month-ish, or perhaps when I hit 3,000, that's a bit optimistic, 2,000 subs, I'll do another vlog and answer any questions that you have there. So, first question from Mega Aviation. From One to Ryanair, how was your first ever landing in FSX? My first landing in FSX was probably a good 11 years ago. So, when FSX first came out. So, that's going back a long way. So, to be honest, I can't really remember what it was like or what I was doing, but I suspect it was probably in one of the default aircrafts, either the Cessna, is it 172 that they have in Flight FSX? I can't remember, one of the Cessna aircraft, and the 747, probably pootling around some of the default scenery and just kind of getting to grips with how it all works and stuff. So probably closest to the one end of the spectrum rather than the Ryanair end of the spectrum. Next question was from Pavcho. If you don't know who Pavcho is, he's one of my mods on Twitch and gets very involved in my channel. So thanks very much to him for his support. But he asked, how did I get into flight simming and how did I start my Twitch YouTube channel during my degree? Well, flight simming, my interest in that started years ago, probably when I was around about 7. Whenever I used to visit my cousin and my half brother, they both were very into flight simming. We used to play around with some combat sims. I can't even remember the name of it. It was that old. It was a very kind of basic combat simulator, and also my half brother had one of the early Microsoft flight simulators. Was it 95? Is that a flight sim? I assume it was the one before 2002, which I think was Flight Sim 95. But again, very basic, but absolutely loved it. And I think that sparked some of the interest. But I didn't... Oh, actually, the next sim the first sim I bought was Flight Unlimited. Flight Unlimited 2, I think it was, which was a really good sim. And for its time was very, very advanced. And I loved that. So that, again, reinforced my interest, and I bought Flight Sim 2004, and then shortly afterwards FSX, because I think I had 2004 for about a year before FSX came out, and then I got into FSX, and I played it for about, flew in it for about 3 years, and then I think it must have been university. Well, I went to university and kind of got put on the shelf, and I didn't fly for ages until relatively recently. It must be when I moved to Manchester. Soon after that, I got back into it and started taking it very seriously. Was doing lessons and deciding to get some of the add-ons, the payware add-ons. So I never used to buy anything. And once that happened, it was all kind of exploded, and I got very interested in it, and I've loved it ever since. And then in terms of my channel, well, it was... I started my channel when I was taking a year out to do a slightly different degree. It's called an intercalated degree, if anyone's familiar with medicine. So I did that, and I had a little bit more time on my hands. I was enjoying watching other content creators on Twitch and YouTube, and I kind of thought, well, actually, I think I'd quite like to do this. It looks kind of what I'd enjoy, and maybe could share some of my experiences and what I've learned over the last few years, and could perhaps give back to the community by sharing these experiences, doing reviews, or just generally, enjoying some flying and sharing it with you guys. And I love Twitch, but with that, having that instant interaction that I can have and answer any questions that anyone has, and just generally interact with you guys. So yeah, it's been great, and I've loved it. As I said before, it's something that I like to do in my spare time. It's a hobby, and I love sharing it. So yeah, I think that answers that question. So, well, thank you very much for watching the second vlog, and if you did enjoy it, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like and share button. And if you'd like to watch more, then please do subscribe. On YouTube and on Twitch. Like I said, Twitch I'll have to put on the back burner for a little while, but I'll get back straight onto it once I can. I'm open to suggestions, questions, and tips, so add anything into the comment section. And if you've got any questions that you'd like answering in the next vlog, please do put them in there as well. And if you'd like up-to-date information on my streams and videos, then do follow me on Twitter and Facebook, which I do update as often as I can, the links of which are in the description below. But otherwise, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.